Bomber clock people them trying to hold me back. I'm back, people. I'm back. YouTube, hey, YouTube was trying to oppress me because I'm a black man. Yeah? Yeah. Unfortunately, I'm a black man, so you know, the world is against black people. So when YouTube sees black people online, they want to oppress them and shut them down because I'm black. Yeah. You know, there's some people out here, right? They would actually think that for a split second, they would think, I wonder if it's because I'm a black man and I'm talking the truth, why YouTube wants to shut my channel down or shut my video down. No, you're violating certain policies, yeah? Just like you're violating the law by carrying a knife, violating the law by carrying a gun or burning weed, yeah? Ain't got nothing to do with your fucking colour of your skin, yeah? All this YouTube shadow ban business. YouTube shadow ban, that, bruv, it does not exist. It is not real. Yeah? You are paranoid if you think YouTube is trying to shadow ban you. Why would YouTube shadow ban someone? Yeah, if they're getting a lot of views. Listen, YouTube makes money. Yeah, let me tell you, this is how it works. Yeah, let's say, example, you earn £1 per 1,000 views. Yeah, YouTube, out of that £1, YouTube might take a cut. 30%. So they get 30p out of that £1, you get 70p. Why would they want to take money out of their own pocket? Why would they want to shut your... You are making money for them. Yeah, it's like, yeah. Well, we don't want to talk the wrong talk, innit? Like, let's just say, yeah, if you have a business, right, and you have a worker who is generating a lot of business, why would you want to get rid of that worker? Unless he's doing something wrong, then yeah, get rid of him, yeah? But why, you know, you'd either get rid of the worker or you would just continue to hire him. You wouldn't cut his hours down or nothing like that. No, you either get rid of them or you flipping leave them alone. Or YouTube channel, man. It's bullshit, man. It's just an excuse for not having a YouTube channel that's popping. My YouTube channel's not popping. I'm trying to do something about it. I ain't sitting there complaining. Man think that YouTube shadow ban is real. It's not. It's not real. Yeah, just know, say, in life, you're going to fail at some things and you're going to succeed at some things. But what people do is they look at other people and say, well, boom, I look like them. Yeah, I make the same content as them. I make the same videos as them, but my channel's not popping. But what they don't realize is, but you might not be as charismatic as the next person. The viewers, them, they might not gravitate towards you as the next person. There's plenty of people out here with the same content as XYZ, but it's only certain man that I will watch. I don't care if that guy makes the same video as him. I like that brother more. No homo. Yeah? Like a black brother could make a video about talking about stop and searches and all this nonsense, yeah? But you lot might not want to watch it. You might be talking the same stuff as me, but you just like the way I am, my charisma, yeah? The way my thing is just ratchet. You be like, no, I want CJ, yeah? That's what it is. Yeah? It ain't got nothing to do with YouTube shadow banning no one. That's an excuse, yeah? That's an excuse. Yeah, YouTube is a bit funny at sometimes, like not giving man, notifying the subscribers and that. Blood, do you know how many fucking videos there are on YouTube? Like, I was watching a video last night. There's one YouTube channel that uploaded 3,000, it uploads about 3,000 videos a day. One YouTube channel, you know, uploads 3,000 videos a day. But what the person in the video said, it must be a bot controlling the thing, because there's no way, for real, there's no way a human being could be fucking uploading 3,000 videos a day. Yeah. I don't know how many seconds there are in a day, yeah, but I'm sure it's close to like 3,000 or something like that. So there's no way, it's not humanly possible. Yeah? There's some, do you know how many YouTube channels there are? How many content creators there are? Yeah, there are millions and millions of YouTube channels out there, yeah? So of course YouTube's gonna be funny at times, yeah? It's one fucking website, yeah? And you got a million people, yeah? Even just contributing, let alone people interacting with the thing, let alone people watching the thing. A man want to talk about fucking YouTube shadow ban. Come on, man, stop making excuses. Yeah, in life you're gonna fail and you're gonna succeed. End of. Do you know how many men out there have got qualifications that they're qualified electricians, ain't done a fucking day's work? Yeah, they trained at the same college as man, but they just weren't able to get an apprenticeship. Yeah, it happens. Yeah, me qualified to the nines. Yeah, I've got more electrical qualifications than most electricians walking around in the UK. Guarantee you, I've got more qualifications than the average electrician walking around in the UK. And this is man older than me as well. I'm not talking about man who's 28 or minus 30. I'm talking about man older than me as well. But there's certain men out there, their business is popping. Me as an electrician, private electrician, getting work out there on my own, my things never popped like that. Never popped. Never pop. I've never blamed, oh, because I'm black. No, fam, it's just, yeah, it might not be for you. Try something else. Yeah. Don't look at our next man's success and say that, yeah, you're entitled to that. Yeah, like obviously, yeah, if someone else can do it, yeah, strive for it. But that don't mean you're gonna be successful in that field, just like that guy. Yeah. Don't think just because someone else has made it in a particular field, you're entitled to make it. Even if you're putting in the same effort, yeah? Certain things you're going to be successful in, and certain things that person ain't, and vice versa. This is just the way it goes, yeah? But the wrong mentality to have is to sit back and moan and complain and say, oh yeah, YouTube shadow ban. No, fam. No, fam, that's an excuse, man. That's bitch talk, yeah? Oh, I bet YouTube go and ban it now, yeah? Bet YouTube go and ban me now. All right, yeah. So hopefully, hold on, let me read your comments. So also, I think YouTube shadow ban channels with certain things and flat outs and nonsense and shit. Do you know? I don't know. Maybe they do. See, I just don't think that they ban any content at all. Yeah, I don't think they ban any content at all. I think like they will demonetize stuff, yeah, demonetize, so you can't make money off of that because for whatever particular reason, innit, yeah. And you know some of these people as well, yeah. There's YouTubers out here, right, that moan and complain, talk about shadow ban and their channel's been taken down, all this bullshit, yeah. But what they don't tell you is about the things they do on YouTube that violates the terms and conditions. Yeah. Oh no, and no one want to tell them stories there, innit? Nah. Now, no one want to tell them stories there, innit, yeah? Just like man them on the street, robbing man, poking man in the leg, doing this and doing that, yeah? They don't tell them stories. They just tell you about when they got stabbed, yeah? To make themselves look like they're the victim, or when the police them harassing them, yeah? Yeah, people only tell one side of the story. Some of them YouTubers that get there, why have you got your YouTube channel taken down? Yeah, YouTube don't just take down channels for the sake of taking down channels, yeah? Believe you me, yeah? Whatever any of you people's name is right now, yeah? Type in your first and last name on YouTube right now, yeah? And you will see there's someone else out there with your name, yeah? With the same, yes, with the same name, with also with a channel, yeah? And they got 10 videos, yeah? And the channel's been up for about 15 years, yeah? Dormant as a fucking plank of wood, yeah? Ain't going nowhere. YouTube don't take down people's channels, yeah? For no reason, yeah? You are doing something to violate the terms and conditions as per YouTube, but they don't tell you that. They just tell you about when YouTube quote unquote shadow bans them and takes down their channel. Why have you got your channel taken down? Yeah, there's no smoke without fire. There's no smoke without fire. So there's a reason why there's certain people's channels getting taken down. Yeah, you're doing something wrong. Yeah, you may be dissing certain people. You may be calling women this and women that, and or the women channels that slag men off. Yeah, there's a reason behind everything. Yeah, there's no smoke without fire. There's man out here, right? Like I've said in previous videos. Well, the driving and riding video, I'm wearing the gold jacket and talking about my driving and riding experience. Yeah, I'm saying that motorbike riding, yeah, it can be dangerous, yeah, but it's the motorbike riders that make it dangerous. Yeah, sometimes when I'm in my car or my bike, I see some people do some foolishness, yeah, and I'm like, especially if I'm in my car, certain times I'm in my car and I see some drivers do some foolishness, I'm like, God forbid I was on my motorbike, yeah, but maybe, hopefully they looked when they done that stupid maneuver, innit, yeah, but there are people out here who drive like fucking idiots, car drivers that drive like idiots. That's corny. But I'm telling you right now, more time it's the fucking riders that do bullshit. Because anytime I've got into any local, yeah, it's because of me. Yeah. Yeah, at the time, if I got into an accident, yeah, I might have been doing the speed limit. I might have been doing 70 miles per hour. But what about 2 minutes ago when I was popping that wheelie at 110 miles an hour? Yeah? Oh yeah, forget that story, innit? Yeah, people only want to tell you half stories. Yeah, you was doing 70 miles an hour, you was doing the limit when you got into that accident, but what was you doing 2 minutes ago? If you weren't doing 110, you wouldn't have been in that position, that particular part of the road to get licked off your motorbike, yeah? So everyone want to throw this card and that, yeah, but they need to look at themselves, and this is, you know, what this video is about. Now, obviously, I was playing it before, if you weren't in the stream, so YouTube removed it, or some foolishness happened or whatever, innit? So I'm just going to start it back from the beginning. I ain't going to talk for the first 5 minutes, but you're going to see one of the guys in the video, as soon as Piers Morgan's talking something or whatever, the man's tried to throw it back at the white community and say, well, what about in Lincolnshire? Yeah, all these stabbings and this and that. Bro, the man's talking about the black community. Yeah? Let's focus on the subject at hand. Yeah, let's not be a gal about this, because you know, yeah, no offense to women, you know they like to take arguments up, and down, so yeah. We're talking about black people. Let's just keep it to black people, innit? Yeah. Unless Piers Morgan or someone's, you know, going on about it, and it seems like it's a bit too biased and there's a bit of hate behind it, then yeah. But you know what? For the first 5 minutes, fucking hell, man. Let's just keep this conversation about black people, yeah, instead of trying to pull in other man, yeah. It's almost like, you know, there's certain people, like little kids in school, they get in trouble, yeah? And the teacher said, why was you doing that? But he was doing it as well, sir. Older than me. We're talking about you, fam. Yeah, we're talking about you. Well, why do you think there's so many men in jail? Yeah? There's men that are in jail, yeah, because certain men have been caught for crimes, and the crime that they've been caught for ain't got nothing to do with the next man, but the police know that that guy over there is guilty for certain things. So you know what, if you give us some information on him, yeah, we'll lower the charges. Trust me, bare man like that. Man that I know, yeah, man that I know have been rumoured to, you know, tell the police a little bit of information that they're not supposed to so they can get a lighter sentence. Anyway, let's just play the thing.
We couldn't have a more experienced panel of people all directly affected by knife crime. Alison, I want to start with you because you have brought something in that's especially significant and poignant. Tell us what happened to your son and what you have in your hands.
In my hands is my son. This is Joshua now, my little boy, my only son. Joshua went to a memorial event and got into an argument, and the young man that stabbed Josh left the party but then came back and decided to stab Joshua once. It went into Joshua's heart and he passed away 7 hours later. The reality of knife crime is these are people's children, not a statistic, not a headline, my little boy, and that's why, of course, it's personal to me, but there's a lot more that we can do, and I'm sure today will highlight a lot of those things that we can stop people's children becoming murderers, which will then result in a lot of less victims, so less people like Josh will lose their lives.
And you take those ashes into schools, don't you? Because you think that young people do not understand the reality. They're taking knives because they think they're protecting themselves.
Yeah, absolutely. They don't see how there's a link between carrying a knife and them losing their life or losing their families, and it's just to bring home the reality. Taking Josh in is part of that reality, and if it helps, then of course I will do that.
Justin, you were a former bus driver. You set up United Borders to help unite rival gangs in North London, the first project of its kind. 5 months after you launched that charity, your own son, Rico, who's with you, was stabbed 10 times by 7 men. You've been watching, I guess, the debate. You've heard Sajid Javid saying he wants more stop and search. Is he right? Is there a problem with stop and search? What is the answer?
I've heard you talk a lot about stop and search as well, and advocate for it.
Am I wrong?
Definitely wrong.
Tell me why.
Definitely wrong. For the simple reason, from the community point of view, we're asking for targeted searches, because a lot of the people that are carrying out these crimes, they're known to social services, they're known to the police forces as well. So if it's targeted searches, we're for that. When you're talking about blanketed searches, we're walking back down to sus law days. There's a host of older black generation who are walking around with being suspected of doing something they haven't done, and they've got a criminal record as a result of that. Here you are advocating for something that doesn't affect you, but yet still you're asking for it to come back.
I hear your passion.
Yeah, definitely passion. I've heard yours.
That's fine.
Yeah.
I'm going to give you some back.
Go ahead.
Okay? And it's this.
Yeah.
Do you accept that the vast majority of knife attacks happening right now in this country are by young black males on other young black males? Do you accept that as a statistical fact?
I accept that in Lincolnshire last year, they have the highest murder rate proportionately in England, but no one reports on it like that. I also feel that there's a media campaign to help the criminalisation of young black people, because if I ask my white friends further out of London what they think of gangs, the first thing that comes to their mind is young black people.
Well, there have been 120 people killed in London from knives this year. Trevor Phillips, who was the former chairman of the Racial Equality Commission, right, wrote a piece at the weekend. I think only 2 were not young black men. I mean, at what point do we just, as he says, do we take the gloves off this debate and say what is going on?
At what point does Trevor Phillips become the voice for black people? When has one person become the voice for an entire nation? Never happens within your race, but yet still Trevor voice is the moral high ground in the opinion for black people. I've never seen him in a barbershop or a food shop. Do not tell me about Trevor Phillips. He has no credibility where I come from, none.
But that doesn't mean that statistically he's not right? And I would give you this parallel, right? And it's this. When we had a series of terror attacks a year ago in London, and it was deemed to be ISIS-inspired, right? What did we do? We demanded action amongst the Muslim communities of this country, right? And
Right, people, YouTube has given me a heads up. It literally said, heads up, some copyright business has been detected. So the live stream might disappear. If it disappears, just, I don't know, because I don't know what's going on your end on the mobile phone or on your laptop, however you're watching it, right? I don't know if it will take you out. If it does take you out, so imagine it just shuts down the stream and it ends the video, leave and try and come back, If it does temporarily block, I will sit here and wait for about 5 minutes to see if it comes back. And once I see even 1 or 2 people back in the stream, then I'll start it again. Now, this might happen a couple of times, because what happened was it blocked it once, it brought it back, then it blocked it again, then it fucking resurrected it. But then I just thought it was over, because obviously there's always a lag and all this kind of bullshit. So I just exited thinking it was done, and I was just going to do a normal live stream just on my own. But then apparently it came back. So yeah, if it stops, try and come back in a minute. I will sit and wait for 5 minutes. If it don't come back after 5 minutes, then I will leave and just do another live stream. YouTube can't shadow ban me. I'm the Jay Wise man. You can't stop me. So if this live stream fucks up, I'll be coming back on just a normal live stream as per usual. Right, hold on, let me just...
Everybody thought this was a good idea, right?
Yeah.
What is the difference between the number of people dying from terror attacks, right, and targeting people where these attacks are coming from, and saying to the black community, these are young black men killing young black men? If I'm accused of racism, right, for saying what is a statistical
Privilege.
fact.
Not racist,
well,
privilege.
Yeah, but it's not.
Hold on a minute. You're not the.
I don't have to worry about my son's
Can I respond to what you just said, please?
Yes.
I do not recollect. I grew up in the 70s, throughout the 80s, when the IRA had a bombing campaign throughout the whole of England. I do not recollect white Irish families being asked to talk on behalf of some white Irish extremists.
But white Irish families were targeted. They were.
What do you mean targeted?
People were investigating white Irish families to try and work out IRA.
Yeah.
So they were.
Yeah, investigated. But I don't recollect a time when white Irish people had to apologise for their extreme attackers.
I'm not asking you to apologise, and I think you're taking this the wrong way.
I'm not.
I'm not asking you to apologise. I'm asking you to accept a statistical fact, right? And then to tell me how, if we're not going to stop and search young black youths on the streets of London in particular right now, who may or may not have knives,
I'm not saying
how
that.
do you find out if they're carrying knives?
I'm not saying that.
I really want to know.
Yeah, you really want to know?
Yes.
I've already said we need targeted stop and search.
What does that mean? Tell me.
So that means the people...
Can I just say, because I actually used to do stop and search. OK.
As a police officer.
Exactly, 30 years. There's a difference between targeted, intelligence-based, community-focused policing and the stop and search that goes with it. Because stop and search is a blunt tool that's sharpened up with community intelligence. The more trust and confidence you have with the target group you're trying to support, the better intelligence, and then you target the right sort of people. At the moment, we have seen, even though the proportions is slightly improved, but still 1 in 5 people come out with a positive when they're stopped, whereas that means 4 out of 5 people are stopped unnecessarily. And unfortunately...
Yeah, but Cressida Dick would say, as she has said yesterday, that 1 in 3 stop and searches right now in London are revealing something which is either a weapon or intent to commit a crime.
No, but most of it is
I get the
revealing
anger
drugs.
about stigmatising people. What I don't get, right, is an absolute gloves-off acceptance that right now it's young black men killing young black men with knives. And I think if we start from that position, then we're all in the same game of trying to sort it out, right? I don't profess to know more than you guys.
I acknowledge that, yes, in London, but if you go to Glasgow, I'm sure Will tell you that majority, 99% of people...
Right. You see, with the targeted stop and searches and that, yeah? Obviously, yeah, they're going out doing random stop and searches and that, and 1 in 5 people are coming up positive, right? Now, you know, I always like to relate irrelevant things, like off-topic things, to the same thing. You know, when I used to work on construction sites, they have this stupid mentality, right? Just look busy, yeah? How I relate that to stop and search is, there's certain times, yeah, there's certain things that go on in certain areas, yeah. The police need to be, so for example, if there's a lot of stabbings in particular areas, yeah, certain times the police just have to be going out there, right, and stopping random people to make themselves look busy, right, in order to make the public feel like they're actually doing their job. Prime example, yeah, there was a madman running around in Edmonton stabbing people, yeah. You wanted to see the amount of police that they had in Edmonton. Right, every 20 meters or something like that, there was a police car or a police van. Yeah. Now, obviously, they're trying to catch a wanted fugitive or whatever, innit? Yeah. But more so, right, they're just putting themselves out there. They're putting presence there, right, just to make the public feel safe. Yeah. I don't even know what was going on with this madman or whatever, innit? Yeah. But having a lot of police cars out there, right, that ain't catching nobody. Yeah, really and truly, there's one madman around. Yeah, you ain't really gonna catch anyone in there. But at certain times, I think the police just need to look busy. They need to go out and stop a lot of people just to make themselves look busy, to make the public think that they're doing their job, just to make the public feel that, oh, you know what, the police are doing their job. Yeah. So when they're going out stopping a lot of random people, yeah, it's just solely so that the public feels safe. Yeah. And at the end of the day, right. Yeah, you might stop 5 men and come up positive with one thing, yeah, but wouldn't you rather stop 5 people and come up positive one time than only stop 1 or 2 people and never get any results? They have to do it. They have to do it. We'll get back to the thing.
Yeah. Victims and suspects are white.
Correct.
So you have to know the urban setting, the whole social political issues, because it's not just the fact that black men are just stabbing each other overnight. This has happened over decades, and it hasn't been dealt with. And that's why
Do you agree with Justin that Trevor Phillips is not a credible voice on this for the black
Absolutely. He doesn't speak for me. He doesn't speak for a lot of the community. In fact, his track record around race and equality is very, very, very low as far as I'm concerned, because he wound down the Commission for Racial Equality that dealt with a lot of the issues that are impacting on the community now, and brought in the Equalities and Human Rights Commission, which I thought had nowhere the same sort of impact. And as a result of that, he does go into issues where he has no credibility, and it's not based on fact. And I'll say this: if you start having a two-tier...
He's got a right to state an opinion on
Oh, yeah,
this,
but to have a two-tier system that officers are absolved from any sort of racially aggravated issues because of their stop and search powers is absolutely wrong.
Yes,
you
but
cannot have a two-tier system.
Right,
it's one law for everyone.
If these were young, I've got 3 sons, right? They're
I've got 2.
They're white kids, right? 25, 21, 18. If 250 knife murders had happened this year, and 95% of them were involving young white males, right? I would have exactly the same attitude towards rooting out young white males
and
stopping
no one is going against
knives
that.
as I'm
it's
having
the
to
way you deal with it.
You don't think I would, right? But I'm telling you I would.
I'm not saying that. I said the difference is you'll see a resolution with a lot swifter
How?
than our community.
Right, so just so this point is clear, right? The police may get orders from their sergeants or their superiors, right? And they probably do say to them, listen, any gang members you see, which are going to be black, we want the police to put pressure on these gang members, to make them know that if you walk down the street with a knife, you're going to get stop and searched, So that's probably why they're frantically stopping and searching a lot of young black men, right? Just so this point is clear, the point I tried to make before, Sometimes the police need to be seen to be busy, For one, to put pressure on the perpetrators, the criminals, and for 2, to make the public feel like, oh, you know what, the police are doing their job. Because they're not psychic. So, like I used that example, look busy on the construction site. Yeah, the police need to be seen looking busy. You can't have a bunch of kids in Edmonton, 3 kids getting stabbed up in Edmonton on 3 separate occasions, and the police just, down in the fucking cafe Dunkin' Donuts and that. No, they need to be out looking busy. For one, to put pressure on the potential criminals who are going to go out and stab people, and for 2, to make the public feel like, the police aren't psychic, but you know what? We got police presence and they're doing the job. They're putting pressure on these, these criminals or whatever. That makes the public feel safe. So certain times of the year, they probably are going to be told, go out and stop a lot of young people. And unfortunately, the young people that are going to stop are black people, right? But it needs to. They need to put that pressure on the people who are carrying knives and make them know. Say, you know what? If you carry a knife, we're gonna stop you. We're gonna catch you one day. So you might carry a knife today, tomorrow, next month, but one day we're gonna catch you. Because there's only a certain amount of times that you can evade getting stopped and searched by the police if you're carrying a knife, and if you are that kind of person. So they're just putting that. They're just putting that message out there to 2 sets of people, to the criminals and to the public, We're going to catch these people, It's either, you're going to stop carrying knives, you're going to put them down, or we're going to catch you and we're going to arrest you. I don't even know, I was going to say you get 2 years. I don't even know what the charges are nowadays for carrying a knife, but it might be like 2 years, do 1, I don't know. And even that, they might... someone might get caught with a knife and give them 4 years. You think, fuck, 4 years. They're setting an example. They're putting, as I said before, they're sending the message. If you commit a crime, if you carry a knife, this is going to be your sentence. I know, I've been told stories. A man robbed someone, got 6 years to do 3. The judge was sick and tired of young black people going around robbing people. So he used and set an example. He used them as an example. Send the message out to the rest of you motherfuckers. If you rob anyone, 6 years, do 3.
Because there's been a neglect when it comes to the black community. There has been neglect from governance, from policing.
But I can agree with you about that. I can agree with you about that.
No, but my thing is, you don't become the moral authority.
I'm not the moral anything.
Yes, you have tried to position yourself that way. You're actually advocating that black people should be happy to be stopped and searched.
A lot of people are tweeting me. A lot of black people are tweeting me saying they are happy because they're worried about their kids getting killed.
Listen,
yes, Omar, you've been stopped and searched. You have experience of this, and you've managed to get yourself out of this situation.
I have, and just to talk on what Justin's saying, targeted searching is so important.
Is Justin right? Am I wrong?
I'm not agreeing with anybody. I can talk from my experience and what I feel. I've walked down Edgware Road where I grew up with 2 friends who weren't black. I got stopped. I was in a shirt and trousers. They were dressed in hoodies. So why was I targeted? That's my angle. I know stops and searches in some way can prevent people from carrying a knife if there was a heavier outcome.
What does it make you feel about the police? And is it aggravating? And does it make you feel like a criminal?
It does. It does when I'm walking with my mum and they want to stop me and search in front of my mum. It's a disrespect.
Right. See so that's interesting. So this is about being targeted because you're a young black man.
Which happens. I've seen that. I said to the police officer, why are you coming to me? He goes, oh, you're a cheeky one. I said, why are you coming to me? I said, how about my friends? He goes, we have reason to...
So are you saying... See, I can't even see if you lot can see me right now because it's blocked the fucking stream. Was it back, yeah? What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna play it from my phone so I can see what I go on. Because what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna play it from my phone so I can see what I go on. Because I need to see what you lot can see. Because yeah. Don't worry, if they shut down the whole stream, guys, don't worry, I'll do just a normal live stream as per usual, yeah?
Believe you're carrying it. I said, why me? I put it to him.
To add to that, when was the first time you was rugby tackled by police? How old was you?
I think I was around 13.
And what happened? Young. What happened? Tell us.
And I was just with a group of my friends, and we just got chased by, say, like 5 policemen. For no apparent reason, they tried to say we robbed the store, but we didn't at all. And
they were on their way back from table tennis. They had table tennis rackets in their hands, and you wasn't 13. You was actually probably around 11. Your younger brother was 10, and their friend was also around 11 as well. Yeah? Rugby tackle. We live in Harrow. We kind of thought, okay, we've done well. We've got away from the rough, edgier parts of London. No, my son, first interaction with police was a spear tackle to the floor.
Let me
just be clear.
Yeah.
I am not having a go at the police. What I am trying to say is been quite clear from the Macpherson report that there's institutional racism that has to be dealt with.
Yeah.
And when you're dealing with white people who are from out of the community, policing the community, culturally, they're not sensitive to the needs of the community.
Justin, I did a lot of campaigning at the Daily Mirror with Doreen Lawrence.
I remember.
Right?
Yeah.
And I felt passionately about it then.
Right.
That was a bunch of white, racist scumbags
Right.
who murdered her son, right? To me, all I care about right now is there seems to be a pattern, and I'm going to come to you now, Pastor Lorraine. There is a pattern emerging, which is it appears to be almost exclusively young black men who are, for whatever reason, going out and stabbing other young black men. I don't know why this is happening. Can you tell me why this is happening? And what do we do about it?
Before Dwayne was killed, we had a big problem in Angeltown, and he experienced a lot of stop and search.
Come on, man. Oh. Right. Okay. So I've clocked something now, yeah? Because Nadia said, because I was reading the comments, Nadia said, oh, when you start talking, it comes back. But literally, it's like voice activated. Because I sat here for about, 30 seconds, 40 seconds, not saying nothing. And then I'm just, talking to myself. I said, oh, come on, come on, or whatever. And then the things just come back straight away. So it's like his voice activated. Now, I've seen other YouTubers do live reaction videos. And every 25 seconds, like, they're pressing pause. I'm like, bro, just let the fucking video play, man. And I end up stop watching because it's annoying. But now I know why. I did see a video the other day, and the guy was talking about, I remember now it came. Now I'm aware of it. Now it actually reminded me. A man said, I have to pause the video every 25 seconds, or else it will block me or something like that. But I don't give a fuck. I don't do no reaction videos. Why do I give a fuck? Now I clock now. All right, so it's going to be tedious though, man. It's stopping the video every fucking 25 seconds and that. But it is what it is, isn't it? So don't worry, guys. Listen, one day when I'm great, yeah, will be like, I remember those ratchet live streams where it was always cutting out halfway through, and my man didn't know what go on, and then yeah, Yeah, one day you lot will laugh. They all man like AY and Soul and them man, they will be like, yeah, I remember them times there where my man was doing them live streams and didn't know what the fuck he was doing. And yeah. These are the memorable moments though, man, trust me.
which he wasn't comfortable about. A lot of the young people are not
Back on
comfortable
now.
with how it's been done. But I'm utterly disappointed this morning because we're losing focus.
That's right.
We've lost our children. More children are dying on the streets of London. And
All right, I don't want, yeah. Certain man have swag about them, yeah. But certain man you can just tell, more than likely, certain man are involved in certain lifestyles, yeah. Now, I don't know the youth, yeah. And like I said, I don't know if it was in this live stream or just the live stream before, the one that fucked up before. Bad man come in all shapes and sizes, yeah. The man that you don't think is bad is a fucking killer. And the man that looks like he's hard as nails, he's soft as butter, yeah? But I ain't saying that boy looks hard. I'm just saying he look like he's one of them, man. Yeah, he looks like he's one of them, man. Yeah, not saying he's hard, yeah, but he just looks like, he don't look like, he don't, that you there, no offense, he don't look like a pastor's son, yeah? That's what I'm saying. Yeah, he don't look like no pastor's son. Yeah. Right, one sec. Let me just pull up the live stream on my phone because I need to see where I go on. Because
we have done so much work collectively to put together the public health approach to safeguard our children. Right now, we have thousands of children that are terrified to go to school and they need education to have a good future. What I want to see is the emergency response plan for these children. They don't understand this debate.
if only she knew who Jay Wise was beforehand, yeah? She's talking about emergency stop plan or some bullshit. Bruv, the reason why your children are in a dangerous area is because you put them there. Yeah, the reason why your children are in an environment where if they walk down the street, they might get stabbed or something like that is because you as the parent put your child in that position. Nobody else. Nobody else. But this is the thing. This is what I said. Like, I can't remember if it was this live stream or the one before. No one wants to take accountability. Yeah? No one wants to look at themselves and think to themselves, you know what? Maybe my child's in a dangerous environment because I put them there. Yeah? I haven't gone out of my way to try and, you know, put them in a safe environment. I ain't gone out of my way to save up my money and make sacrifice to put my child in a safe environment. Yeah? Because it's easy for people to blame the police and blame the environment and this, that, that. It's more difficult for people to make sacrifice, yeah, cut down their lifestyle, live a minimalistic lifestyle, go without for 5 years, yeah. It's easier to complain rather than do that, yeah. It's more difficult to work extra hours. It's more difficult to make sacrifice. It's more difficult to maybe sacrifice not seeing your family members and that because you live up in Timbuktu, but it's worth your child's safety. Yeah? Putting your child in a safe environment is the most important thing ever. And the fucking, oh man. The live stream's gone again. Maybe it's 20 seconds, I don't know. Maybe it's 20 seconds. Flipping hell. This thing, boy.
We should not be focusing on the police and stop and search. That has already, by law, been implemented. They just need to do their job properly.
What do you want to see happening?
What I want to see right now, emergency transport for kids that are most vulnerable at school right now because they're terrified of going home.
Yeah.
They've said the staggered times.
Yeah.
We need to support them with vehicles.
Yeah, safe.
You know, all this school bus business, yeah, that's all well and good. But what about the fucking weekend? What about Friday night? What about Saturday? What about Sunday? Yeah? You need to remove your child from the dangerous environment. Yeah, dude, you know, it's not working. How many fingers have I got up if I'm still on? Man, I don't get this thing, boy.
Door to door.
We don't want them to carry knives. What do we want them to carry? Give them some alarms. These are suggestions, what young people have said to me.
Why are they carrying knives, Lorraine?
The ones that are carrying knives, 2 reasons. One, out of fear. The second, because they're going out intentionally to harm.
Yeah, so they're definitely flipping, carrying knives to go out and harm people. So yes, to be fair, some men out there are carrying knives for protection and that. But you know what? If their parents put them in a safe environment, they wouldn't be compelled, they wouldn't feel compelled to carry a knife for their own safety. So, but this is the thing. Nah, I don't know what's going on with this flipping live stream, man. The man said moving like the Undertaker, you know. Yeah, bad, did it? I don't know what go on. Like, it's either I'd rather YouTube just shut down the thing rather than bring it back and then turn it off, bring it back, turn it off, bring it back, turn it off, because you can't do a reaction video where a man's fucking you know, turning off the video every fucking 20 seconds. Come on, man. Turn off the video every 20 seconds. I'll try it a couple more times. So this is going to be the plan, yeah? I'm going to try it a couple more times. If it still happens, then I'm going to shut down this live stream, upload another live stream with another video, see what happens from there. If that one fucks up, then I'll just do a normal live stream, yeah, as per usual, yeah?
Just like they did to my son.
Why is that happening, and what do we do to try and stop it?
Why is that happening? There's many factors which has been discussed in City Hall, in the Parliament, on the media. Many factors. And each of those factors around social housing, the health and well-being of kids.
Talking about resources for the flipping, talking about resources for the children in the community. Like, hold on a minute. Why aren't the parents providing resources? Yeah, like, stop relying on someone else to look after your picnic. Yeah, look after your own you. Yeah, stop relying on people to look after your own kid. I wonder if it comes back now that I'm speaking. Test it. Oh my god, this thing's fucking stupid. I don't get it. I don't understand. What, do I have to just continually speak or something like that? Or, you know what this reminds me of? This reminds me of, you know, like that Ross Clark film Speed with, what's that brother's name? Not Neo, Keanu Reeves. Yeah, if you stop, you die, basically. Yeah, if I stop talking, the live stream got cut out. Okay, try it again.
The poverty issues, all resources for young people in the community, all of these things need to be tackled and dealt with, and they're not. And that's why we're going round and round in circles. And now, this morning, we're talking about stop and search. It's ridiculous.
Well, the Home Secretary has said he wants to see more stop and search.
I thought he said President Dick, you know. Yeah, just this thing is a joke, man. No matter what I do. Alright. I'm going to shut down this live stream. In 2 minutes. So I'm going to be back in, I'll be back in 2 minutes, yeah? With a brand new live stream. So I'm going to shut down this live stream now, because I'm pausing the video and after 20 seconds this bullshit's still happening again. So I'm just going to shut down this thing.